two top bakers are battling it out to create the ultimate dream birthday cake.
I'm getting nice and messy already.
This is going to be the ultimate tasting cake.
Based entirely on one little kid's big imagination. In the end, the birthday boy will pick the winner.
Hard to decide.
Yeah, it is.
On Best Cake Wins. Weston is about to turn 7. He and his mom, Stacy, are planning the ultimate party.
I think Weston deserves the best birthday party because he's a great kid. He's trying really hard at school and he's doing really well. And we just wanted to celebrate his 7th birthday with him and all his friends.
Weston has a unique theme in mind for his big day.
The theme of my birthday party is skateboarding and skeletons. I like skateboarding because it's fun, and I like doing tricks, and I like skeletons because they're cool.
What's a skateboard and skeleton-themed party without the cake to match?
Hey, Wes, what are you drawing?
A skeleton skateboarder going down a half pipe.
And is this your cake?
Yeah. For my cake, I would like the skeleton on the skateboard going down the half pipe. And though there is bones, and he's wearing a little helmet.
And what flavor is this cake gonna be?
Mint chocolate chip.
Weston loves mint chocolate. That's his favorite flavor of everything. Ice cream, cake, cookie, all of it.
I know a good cake when I taste one.
The challenge is create Weston's skeleton skateboarding cake with a skateboarding skeleton, a half pipe made of cake, all in a mint chocolate flavor. Time to meet our two competing bakers. The first is Genevieve, a professional cake designer and decorator.
What I love about cake decorating is the creativity behind it. I have designed thousands of cakes, and kids are different as clients because the sky's the limit for them, which is cool in my mind because I don't put those typical restrictions on myself that a lot of other people might.
Our second challenger is home baker Damien.
I first started working on cakes about 7 years ago. I'd really like to try to create cakes that have some sort of realism to it. Being able to find this creative outlet has been a wonderful thing. When it comes to cakes, I would definitely say that I've got that competitive streak in me. Any kind of challenge I get, I say bring it on and let me show how good I am.
So here we go.
Let's see what Damien and Genevieve think about Weston's design.
So we've got a skeleton skateboarder going down a half pipe.
It looks like maybe a dark, maybe chocolate type cake. I feel this design could use a little bit of jazzing up.
To add a little bit of fun with it, I may actually have two skeletons, the one going down the half pipe, so he's had a bit of a wipeout, and we're gonna have bones all over the place.
I'm thinking for a bit of a wow factor, we could actually use a rolling skateboard as the base cake.
Having never made a skeleton before, I'm a bit concerned.
I'd have to make sure that the cake doesn't roll off the table.
With their creative juices flowing, it's time for our bakers to hit the kitchen.
I'm going to start with the construction of the half pipe portion. The half pipe will almost be like a second tier on top of a rolling functional skateboard with a pile of bones as if one of the riders has fallen to pieces. And then at the top here, another skateboard with the skeleton, and then a backdrop of a brick wall with a graffitied name across it.
Genevieve's cake plan is create a large mint chocolate half-pipe cake mounted on a real rolling skateboard, all in front of an edible brick backdrop. Over in his kitchen, Damien's also sketching out a plan.
For Weston's cake today, I'm going to work on the half pipe like he wants. I'm only going to do half of it, though. This is going to have the skeleton who's just wiped out, so we're going to see all of his bones. He's broken his bones. Then I'm going to do another cake in front of this, and on this cake, we're going to have another skeleton on the skateboard, and this is going to be the big one that is really going to stand out. What I'll probably do as well, just to really give this a nice texture and dimension, is create little bricks on the cake, and then I'm going to add some graffiti so it'll say Happy B-Day, Weston.
Damien's plan is make a mint chocolate half-pipe, as well as a second cake to display his skeleton skater, and flavor his scene with edible cookie crumb dirt. To make a skeleton skateboard cake, both bakers have their work cut out for them, but Genevieve is beginning with the basics.
We're gonna start with actually baking the cake. I've got my chocolate mint batter here. I like to bake everything from scratch. I use whole real ingredients, so there's no mixes whatsoever. This is ready to go in the oven.
To achieve the necessary chocolate mint flavor, Damien has a secret weapon.
Chocolate mint wafers. I'm gonna add these to the bottom so that when you cut into the cake, it's actually gonna be a delicious crunch and mint and chocolate all rolled into one. For someone who loves mint and loves chocolate, this is gonna be the ultimate tasting cake.
Genevieve's cake is out of the oven, and she's ready to start assembling her skateboarder's half pipe.
Let's lift this up. The parchment paper helps me to lift my cake. If I don't have that kind of structure under it to help me move it, it would just crack in half.
Genevieve's filling the cake layers with her mint buttercream and a sprinkling of chocolate chips.
The middle of the half pipe, the lowest point, is gonna be about 4 layers of cake. I want it about 4 inches. And then the 2 sides that come up, about another 4 inches. So there's my rough structure.
A simple cake ring is the perfect shape to help carve out the half pipe.
Whatever tools you have in your kitchen that can make your life easier, use them. Once this gets on top of my skateboard tier, it's gonna really start to come together.
Damien's skateboard ramp is also coming together. He's built his base structure out of foam core.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the cakes in half and stack them to kind of get flush to the top.
Similar to Genevieve, Damien is filling the layers of his half-pipe cake with a mint chocolate cream cheese icing.
I wasn't sure if it'd be 4 or 3 layers, but I'm looking here and it's definitely gonna be 4 layers of cake. I'm gonna put it away to cool down and just do the same process to my round cake. That one's gonna be a lot easier, it's just a simple round cake.
Fondant, come on.
As our 2 bakers bring Weston's skeleton skate park to life,
I do wanna go a bit larger to allow for error.
it isn't a smooth ride.
I'm gonna have to start again. This is gonna drive me crazy.
Stacy and her son Weston are looking forward to his 7th birthday party, and Weston has dreamt up his ultimate birthday cake. Pro cake makers Damien and Genevieve are each busy making unique versions of the birthday boy's dream cake.
I'm a bit concerned. I've never actually created a skeleton before.
Genevieve has challenged herself by setting her entire cake creation on top of a real skateboard.
As you can see, it moves. I'm just using some very cold, hard butter as blocks so that it doesn't fall off the table while I'm working on it.
Sounds risky, but putting her cake on wheels could score some big points with Weston.
Just to make sure it's nice and food safe, I wrapped the entire thing with cellophane and then put an additional layer of parchment paper down so that the cake isn't actually right directly on the wood.
Meanwhile, Damien is ready to start decorating the base for his skeleton skateboarder.
I'm just taking my round cake out, flipping it back, right side up. I'm just taking some fondant that I've rolled out. I'm just doing the top of the cake. What I'm gonna do is take a little bit of my gel color that I had. I mixed it with a little bit of vodka. Because this is for a kid's cake, we don't need to worry, it evaporates. What this does is it acts as a cool way to make paint. Very quick, very simple, and just adds a bit of texture. I'm gonna do the same thing now with my ramp, put fondant on it, and just give it that same sort of look. I am happy with the way this is looking. I think it's totally worked with what I've been hoping to create.
My final layer of buttercream is set. It just came out of the fridge, so it's nice and firm now. So I'm going to take my bench scraper, and I just want to make sure that where the half-pipe cake is going to sit is nice and level. And I think that's looking pretty much set. While I prep my fondant, I'm going to stick this back in the fridge. So as soon as my fondant's all rolled out, I'll take it out, and it'll go on really nicely.
Over in Damien's kitchen, he's ready to make the brick siding for his skateboard ramp.
I've got my Marlin chocolate rolled out. To make my brick, I've got a texture mat, and I'm going to put it down, and I'm going to make my imprints. This is what I used when I cut out the half pipe, so I know this is the size I need, but I do want to go a bit larger to allow for error. Hopefully I've even measured everything properly and that I don't have to go back and re-roll anything. Let me bring this over. This better work. And I'm already seeing that it's not going to work. I'm just going to take this down for 1 second. I'm going to look at this one here and see what it's looking like. What I'm thinking, I'm just wondering, no, I'm going to have to start again. This is going to drive me crazy. This is the type of thing that just really kind of slows you down. I don't have time for that. There's a lot of other things I need to do, so I could be having a big disaster on my hands.
While Damien has hit a wall, Genevieve seems to be coasting along.
The half pipe is looking really good. I'm just finishing off covering it with fondant. This is where you could use like a 3rd or 4th hand. Fondant, come on. like me today. You can do it. There we go.
But before she mounts her half pipe onto wheels, she's got some decorating to do.
So I want to give this cake a little bit more personality. It's black and gray. I think it's a little bland and plain as it is. I've got some fun skull stencils, and I'm gonna airbrush just kind of randomly as if there was graffiti at the skate park. It's looking really good. I think it's got enough of detail without it being too much, so I think I'm gonna leave it there.
I feel good this time it's gonna work. What more can go wrong, right? But I feel like I said that at the beginning of this, and look what happened. At this point, I don't want anything to go wrong. Wish me luck. We have coverage. I think it's looking good. We've got a nice little ramp going on here. I've had a lot of slowdown, so I'm feeling behind schedule, which is a bit stressful. So now I really have to start focusing on getting this cake done.
So based on my lovely little stick figure drawing here, I'm making the wall that goes in the background. So I've got a piece of foam core here. I'm gonna cover it in fondant, do a brick imprint on it, and then I've gotta paint it because the color I'm using is really gonna be the grout color. This is not gonna be my final wall color. I'm gonna use some piping jelly to stick my fondant to the foam core.
Piping jelly is completely edible and made of sugar, water, and gelling agent.
I'm happy with how the brick pattern has turned out. I'm going to use some edible dust colors to get a bit of a brick tone and then paint it to look like bricks.
As our bakers work themselves to the bone, Damien gets spooked.
So what I'm doing next terrifies me.
Weston has designed a skeleton skateboard cake for his 7th birthday, and 2 professional cake makers are attempting to bring his vision to life. Their cakes will both be judged by the birthday boy at his party tomorrow. But baker Damien is getting nervous.
So what I'm doing next excites me, but it also terrifies me. This says Happy B-Day, and this says Weston. I'm gonna put this on to the side of the cake. I'm gonna pull out my airbrush now, and fingers crossed this is going to work. If I screw up, there's no turning back.
Damien's already had to remake his brick walls once. If his graffiti doesn't pan out, he'll have to tear them down and start again.
So let's take off the template, see what we've got underneath. And then what I'm gonna do is use some black edible gel to kind of go around the edges. Once I get the outline on, I'm gonna be happy. I'm feeling good. I think it's gonna look like a graffitied wall. Things are now moving along the way I wanted them to.
Genevieve is also including the birthday boy's name in her wall design, but she's making her letters out of gum paste.
I always like doing a custom name, not just letter cutters. It makes it a little bit more personal, and it can really add to the overall design of the cake.
Gum paste is similar to fondant, but uses egg whites rather than gelatin.
I'm going to start with yellow and do a gradient from the top down, and then switch to lime green and go from the bottom up. And there we are. I've got to back it with some black to really make the color pop, and then we can let it sit and dry for a bit.
The time has come for Damien to create the most important part of Weston's cake.
It's time to create a skeleton on a skateboard.
This is the centerpiece of the cake, so he's got to get it right.
What I have created here is basically the internal skeleton of my skeleton. This is what's gonna hold all the modeling chocolate together so it doesn't fall over. I'm gonna start making the feet. When you're working with modeling chocolate, it can melt very easily in your hands. So I like to have an ice pack close by that I can just cool my fingers down very quickly, just wipe them down, get back to work. This, I find, helps keep everything nice and easy to work with.
Over in her kitchen, Genevieve is making sure the birthday boy will have no bones to pick with her cake.
So I think that looks like a good amount of bones. So I'm gonna start the armature for the skeleton out of wire and then build the bones on top of that. We use different gauges of wire depending on the structure of what we're building. This is gonna be a thicker gauge because we need him to stand up and not start tipping over. I'm using white florist tape to adhere the 2 pieces of wire. Starting on something like this, I typically start on an easy place and then work my way to the hard place. So the hard place for me on the skeleton is going to be the rib cage, where an easy part might be the leg bones. So I'm gonna start with the leg bones.
I'm very happy the way he's coming together. What he's missing is his head, so I'm gonna work on finishing the head, and then I've pretty much got him ready to go on top of the cake. Get my little tool out just so I can give him individual teeth. Now I'm just gonna use my fingers again just to sculpt where the jaw is. So it looks good. I'm happy. It looks like he's got a little cap on his head. So let me just put it on, take a look and see what's going on here. He's on a skateboard. He's ready to head to the party.
I'll need his head to set up a little bit more so it stays put. Okay, well, I'm really pleased with how he turned out. The rib cage was a bit of a challenge, but I managed to make it look hollow, and I think his hand kind of signifying that, you know, he's having a good time, which you should have at your birthday. I think it turned out really good. I'm excited to see how this is gonna look on the finished cake.
We are in the home stretch. All the elements are done. It's now just put it together, and we've got a final cake. The first thing is add some dirt, my crushed up cookies, to the bottom of the cake. I was just thinking that this skeleton part just kind of makes sense to have dirt all around it.
Genevieve is about to transfer her heavy half pipe onto her rolling base. Now's not the time to drop the ball or the cake.
Because I've airbrushed this cake, I can't really touch the sides of it too much. It's slippery on the bottom because of the butter.
Hopefully, she lands the trick.
There. I'm gonna put the wall on now, secure it on. Time for the skeletons and the bones.
This poor guy has seen better days. So the last thing we need to finish this cake, the actual skeleton on the skateboard, exactly as Weston wanted.
Last piece, and we have touchdown. Yes, I'm done. I'm pleased with it. It's been a lot of work. There's no way that a 7-year-old couldn't be happy with this cake.
We have got a skeleton skateboard cake. I'm feeling good. I feel like I'm gonna win this one. It's got the stuff that it needs. Cake looks great. I'm happy with it.
Weston is about to see his cakes for the very first time.
Whoa!
But whose cake will score biggest with the birthday boy?
Hard to decide.
Yeah, it is.
Bakers Genevieve and Damien have both been hard at work, creating their own versions of Weston's skeleton skateboard birthday cake.
Yes, I'm done.
They're each hoping that he'll choose their creation as the best cake.
Cake looks great. I'm happy with it.
So are you excited, Weston? What are you looking forward to about the cakes?
I really hope it's mint chocolate because that's my favorite flavor.
With the party ready, our bakers are setting up to present their creations.
I think Weston's gonna like what I've done and how I interpreted his idea. Those extra elements is gonna be something that's really gonna take this cake over the top.
Getting the cake here, especially because the cake's on wheels, was a bit of a task, but it's here in one piece. So I'm excited, but nervous.
It's time for Weston to decide which cake wins.
Happy birthday, Weston!
Whoa! What do you think? This is amazing. Are you speechless?
Sort of.
Oh my gosh, Weston, look. What's scattered all over it?
Same with that one.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
That one has a helmet on. More safe.
It's this one's being more safe, yeah.
Let me tell you about the cake I made for you. We've got our half pipe here. Do you know who the skeleton's inspired by? Me.
Oh.
Because if I was to be a skateboarder, this is what would happen.
Pile of broken bones.
You're like my dad.
Yeah. Should have worn my helmet. Over here, we've got the cool skateboarder. He's on his way to Weston's birthday party with the cake. The cake is a mint chocolate cake, and I did a cream cheese icing. The very bottom layer, inside the cake, I've added some mint chocolate wafers. So when you bite into it, you've got this crunchy, minty flavor, which is gonna be totally awesome. I made some cupcakes for you to taste.
wow.
Which has all the flavors I've talked about.
What do you think?
It's good.
It's really good. You can really taste the mint and chocolate.
Perfect.
Hey, Weston, the cake I made for you, I built on a skateboard so you could wheel it straight across the kitchen.
It might end up in a little bit of a disaster.
Well, yeah, okay, let's not do that right now, okay? I did a wall at the back with your name in bold letters across it, because you're the #1 guy today. I thought some graffiti with skulls in black might be kind of cool. Inside, it's mint chocolate cake with a mint frosting and mini chocolate chips all throughout the cake. And you can keep the skateboard afterwards, too.
Yay!
So now you get to try it.
Yay.
Okay.
It's good.
That's amazing. It is very minty chocolatey.
Do I get a thumbs up? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Double thumbs up for both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Weston, which one do you think you're gonna pick?
Hard to decide.
Yeah, it is.
Both awesome.
What do you think?
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
High
Oh, congratulations
job,
to you and high five to
High
you. I'm quite proud of my cake, so I'm disappointed that I didn't win, but I think Weston's gonna be happy with his party. Got 2 great cakes, can't go wrong.
I think it was the skateboard on the bottom that made my cake win. Honestly, I think that's what it was. Damien had a great cake, and it could have gone either way, but I won, so I'm happy. Happy birthday to you.
Who wants to eat some cake?
All right.
Party started. Want to eat the wall, guys?
Ooh, there's also the Weston.
Really
that
good.
You can eat the Weston. Take some.
There you go.
My party is going great. This is one of my best first days that I've ever had.
I don't think I ever am gonna top this. I don't know if I could make a cake that looks anything like those two. Should we cut into this one too?
Yeah!
Ooh, yeah, okay.
I'm gonna try it, not eat all of it. It spilled on the couch.
It's okay. I think we're gonna need to clean up afterwards. That's a sign of a good party, right? We're gonna ride out the sugar high is what we're gonna
What's
do.
that mean?
That means you're probably gonna run up and down the stairs a whole bunch and jump all around.
Don't worry, I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to do even worse.
Oh, great.